Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, wishes of benevolence. Honorable lecturers, including Mr. Yaki Amalia Fateha, Mr. Yan Satria Wijaya, Mr. Dodi Rodot Pembantaruan, Mr. Hendawan Subakti, Mr. Muhammad Nafwa Airlangga, and Mr. Anugrah Wibisana, as well as everyone watching this presentation. It is our honor to present our final project, the Transporter Line Follow Robot. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alicia Naura Salsabila, and our team member Muhammad Akbar Ikhfi and Sinta Duyani. First, let's move to our table of content. We have definition, problem statement, system requirement review, design survey, electrical diagram, programs algorithm, final product, timeline, research management, and last, bill of materials. Now we had our definition. What is transporter line follower? The line follower transporter is a robot powered by Arduino Uno that can detect and follow light lines, moving forward, turning left and right, that designed for automated transport obstacle tasks. This project represents our dedication to designing an autonomous system capable of efficiently transporting obstacles by following a predefined path. That actually a transporter line follower uses sensor to detect and follow a line, automating the process of navigating through intersections and turn while carrying the obstacles or materials. Let's move to our problem statement. Throughout the development of this robot, we encountered several challenges, each of which led to our powerful learning experiences. First, we have design adaptation. Due to this design constraint, we replaced the servo motor with a DC motor, requiring adjustment to ensure the robot's functionality within its inherent design. Second, we have a material substitution. The ideal string for the forklift pulley was unavailable, so we substituted it with copper from jumper cables, which proved to be a practical and effective alternative. Third, we have a motor stability. To stabilize the DC motors used as wheel actuators, we adjust speed differentials, ensuring smoother and more consistent movement. And last, as we have navigation challenge, managing intersection and deviation required iterative coding and multiple trials. We find the timing for handling turns, significantly improving the robot's navigation accuracy. And then let's move to our system requirement. For the functional, the robot can autonomously follow a white lines on a black surface, and the speed can be adjusted according to the path and powered by a rechargeable battery. And second, in the hardware, it uses an Arduino-based microcontroller, an infrared sensor detects the line, DC motor controlled by an H-bridge drive the wheels, a robot size that length 15 cm and height 15 cm with width 15 cm with maximum weight 3 kilograms. And all the components are sourced from the varied parts of the Braille store. For the software, we are using the Arduino IDE C++, and our budget costs 400k rupiah maximals, and our project duration is 4 months. For the risks, potential risks of sensor reading errors due to calibration issues. Then we have a design journey. First, we have our concept design. It's our sketch design that we had the idea at first, and then we have the sketch design move into a preliminary design in the on-shape platform. And after we had the preliminary design, we assembly the parts that needed to be more identical in the real life for our critical design. And then we have our draft design for our prototype, and last we have our final design. This is our isometric view, front view, and side view. It will be further explained by Muhammad Akbar Ikhfi.
So in this slide, this is our component placement. On the bottom view, there is a line sensor, DC motor, and a free wheel. Next to it, on the first layer, there is a L298N motor driver and a battery as a power source. On the second layer, there is a Arduino Uno as a microcontroller. On the third layer, there is a NODEM CU. and a motor DC as a on-off button and a forklift. On the slide are the components we are currently using for our robot, which include the Arduino Uno, NUT M2 and M3. Our gripper design is like this. We use a pulley system for the vertical movement and a servo motor as a gripper. The next slide shows the wiring diagram. For the wiring, the line sensor is connected to pin 8 until 12 for the S1 until S5. The line 289N motor driver is connected to the pin 2 until 7 to active and control motor DC, which serve as a actuator for the wheel movement. The servo motor is connected to pin 13 for the gripper, and the bottom is connected to pin A5 as a checkpoint button. The battery supply is connected to the NODEM CU for the robot on-off button, and the DC motor is connected to the NODEM CU to pin 0 and 1 of the Arduino Uno for the forklift. To power the Arduino, jumper wire are connected from the fin and GND of the NODEM CU to the 12-volt port on the L298 and the 5-volt port of the motor driver is connected to the Arduino Uno. Slide show the flowchart we used previously and the one we use now. The difference lies in the method of the object detection. In the old flowchart, we use an ultrasonic sensor to detect the object, but after discussion, we realized that the ultrasonic sensor was not necessary for the object detection. In the update flowchart, we changed the object detection method to increase-based approach. When the robot reaches intersection 1, it will move forward. At the intersection 3, the robot will stop and grab the object in front of it. Once it reaches intersection 4, the robot places the object it previously picked up. This process is repeated for the intersection 5 through 9. There, where the robot pick up the marble and place them into the basket. The robot will continue this cycle until the marble have been collected and placement.
Okay, final product. As you can see here, there are several images. These images represent the original form of our final robot design. Next timeline. Start on September until December 2024. On September, there are project brief containing required components and searching reference design, working on sketch design, and the last import the sketch into OnShape platform. On October, they are working on realistic design in OnShape and finishing design, and preparing for benchmark presentation. On November 2024, they are working mechanical projects such as measuring and cutting acrylic, and start working on electrical project. On December, there are completed electrical and program project and completed the entire robot line and evaluated and quality management. The first is Muhammad Akbar Evi as mechanical PAC, where he worked, design and contract the robot frame, including wheels, the lifting mechanism for marbles, and a forklift to move obstacles. Next, Alisa Naura Salsabila as electrical PAC. She worked a sit-up sensor, a lens sensor, ultrasonic sensor, Next, connect motors and ensures proper power distribution. Next, Sinta Duyani as programming PAC. First, work codes the robot's movements, including line following, and the last, detecting and lifting marbles and recognizing or moving obstacles. Bill of materials. There are several components that we have purchased. The total is 386,000 and the remaining is 19,400 rupiah.